What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about Black Ops 1 finally getting remastered, or sorta, some big updates for Cold War, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure you have notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War Year 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and any other future Call of Duty as well. Also, be sure to check out my partner Manscaped, since they have released their best package yet with the Lawnmower 4.0. You can use a trimmer to get a clean shave in those hard-to-reach places when your significant other isn't around to help. The package features the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker trimmer for your nose and ears, the Crop Preserver deodorant, and the Crop Reviver toner. You also get some free gifts like the boxer briefs and a really nice travel bag. Be sure to use code TWITCH20 to get 20% off all orders at manscaped.com. The links are, of course, down in the description and even the pinned comment. Now, first, definitely foremost, a new bundle surprisingly went live in Black Ops Cold War that nobody really talked about as of yesterday on Friday, and it's a bundle that also didn't have a release date leaked for it, and it's this one, as you could see, for the Vargo. Now we have the classic Noir bundle for 1200 COD points, of course featuring the Neo Noir blueprint, the projector charm, a Scarlet Noir calling card, an animated old cinema emblem, and the shaded rose sticker. Let me know in the comments though if this bundle does include any more items apart from these for you guys, and I'm bringing that up because we have the Swiss Mastercraft that came out a little while ago, and that featured a different amount of items for certain people. Super bugged, but not sure if this bundle is any different. It is what I would consider the quote-unquote weakest or simplest bundle here in Black Ops Cold War Year 2, right next to the Valhalla pack, which also came out not too long ago. And both of these bundles don't feature any tracers, don't feature anything too interesting. But what's also funny about this blueprint here is that I already had access to this exact Vargo blueprint by mistake ever since the reactive Mastercraft came out for it a couple of months ago, right? Upon trying to use that Mastercraft for the Vargo in Warzone, it would actually give me the Neo Noir blueprint instead. So it's kind of weird how that works. I think that issue got fixed now, but let me know in the comments if you guys also saw something very similar where it was giving you guys the wrong Vargo blueprint. We then got a very surprising claim from known leaker Codsploits over on Twitter, where he said the updated Cold War bundle dates are as follows. We have June 10th featuring the Arcade Brawl Reactive Ultra skin, right, the RGB Striker, and then also on the same day, the 10th, we're getting the Beachside Bullets Reactive Pack, followed by the Kitsune Yokai bundle on June 17th. So we have back-to-back bundles coming up. We know this week coming up is going to be a really centered week around Modern Warfare 2. We have a reveal trailer, we have some marketing, we have campaign gameplay being shown at Summer Games Fest, but then a day after June 9th, we're going to be getting two bundles in Cold War. Now, it's not known if the Stockpile pack, which features both of those combined, is also going to drop on the same day. It's possible, but Codsploits isn't too sure that Stockpile is going to come out at that time, but at the very least, both those other bundles are going to be included on a June 10th launch. So that's pretty cool for those out there that have been waiting for that pack, or both of those packs, for quite some time. I mean, the RGB Striker skin is probably a top 3 in Cold War, at least a top 3 for Year 2 without a doubt, and the Beachside Bullets Reactive Pack comes with some pretty nasty blueprints for some meta weapons here in multiplayer. And what I'll also say is that, like I predicted before, I think it makes sense these bundles are coming out now considering the summer theme that both of the packs kind of have. So I think it makes sense that early June is the targeted release date for these new DLC bundles. But in case you guys are wondering, no, there is no information about the updated Ravenov bundle, what's happening with the Scythe. Hopefully that gets talked about a bit more or gets leaked a bit more in terms of a release date closer to like maybe July. I would hope even sooner than that, but maybe it'll be something that we end up learning more about closer to the launch of Season 4, when we end up getting another patch for Black Ops Cold War as well. But if you guys are also wondering what happened to that patch that got found in the database a good week and a half ago for Cold War, why hasn't it been installed yet? Well, here's the thing, right? I thought it was going to get installed maybe at Tuesday or Wednesday the latest, right after Memorial Day. That's typically when patches go live. Typically they're found in the database for PlayStation on like a Thursday or a Friday, become installable on like Monday, Tuesday. That patch still hasn't come out yet, so my only theory for you guys is maybe that patch's only purpose is to add Modern Warfare 2 and the pre-order ability to the Cold War item shop. So they're waiting until like June 8th, June 9th, when pre-orders are set to go live for Modern Warfare 2. Then that patch may come out for Cold War, featuring the ability to see Modern Warfare 2 in your item shop. Maybe besides just that, if that's what it really is for, we'll also end up getting more answers as to when the Ravenov bundle's coming out, and even the bundles that got data mined from Warzone but aren't in the Cold War files yet, featuring a Reznov looking skin for Mason. That's going to be a cool bundle, and the only new way to get your hands on Mason if you missed out on the Season 6 Battle Pass. And it will also feature the Jack the Ripper theme bundle for Stone. So that's probably what's going to be included in the upcoming Cold War patch. Not sure why it's been delayed, but that could even be Treyarch being ahead of the game here. Maybe that is actually the patch for Season 4 that Black Ops Cold War is going to get, which may end up having some remastered multiplayer maps added to it, such as Firing Range or Summit, the Back in Black maps. Now, I'll keep you guys posted with everything going on in Black Ops Cold War, as we also cover the massive marketing for Modern Warfare 2 this week. But if you guys are like, wait, what does the title mean of this video? Remastered Black Ops 1? Well, I said sorta for a reason, because if you're on PC, you could play a new version of Black Ops 1 via Plutonium, right? Plutonium, of course, is a launcher that features some very smooth experiences of Modern Warfare 3, even Black Ops 2, and finally Black Ops 1 got added to Plutonium, and it runs fantastic. I mean, what are the odds that I just got my new PC this week, and BO1 Plutonium came out, I think it was yesterday afternoon, and it's amazing. I mean, I do think it's a bit strange, though, that it's not illegal that Plutonium exists, essentially granting you access to a full game without paying a penny, and it's an Activision property, so that's surprising, right? But I don't think Activision cares about Plutonium, to be honest. I'm not sure how Plutonium kind of sits in a bit of a gray area where there aren't any legal troubles, but Plutonium's been around for a long time for a bunch of other Call of Duties, so for Black Ops 1, I'm like, hey, the more the merrier, right? And as you will see in the gameplay, it runs fantastic. Again, I've been really experimenting the past couple days with my new PC, getting settings all together, and getting everything prepared for upcoming streams and more video production. But yeah, if my settings aren't perfect or they don't look the best, I'm still working on it, so please bear with me here. But yeah, this game just looks beautiful. I mean, Black Ops 1's an instant classic. It's been 13 years, or almost 13 years, since the launch of this game, and there are still sweats all over these lobbies. So if you guys get into a match and you're like, whoa, I'm getting my ass kicked, don't worry, right? There are a bunch of sweats still playing BO1, and a lot of pro players that probably play BO1 a lot on Steam and have moved over now to Plutonium. Now, something you guys probably forgot is that Zoo in Cold War is kind of like a Zoo Strike version, right? Similar to how Crossroads and Armada had pieces cut off and then thrown into regular 6v6, apart from their original maps, which are in Combined Arms, etc. Zoo in Black Ops 1 is a little bit bigger, has some extra areas that for some reason didn't make the cut in Cold War. Maybe they just figured the map flows better, and I'm down with it. I just think it's cool that people out there that didn't play Black Ops 1 were playing maps like Drive-In and Zoo for the first time during, like, what, seasons 4, 5, and 6 of Cold War. That's great. Technically new maps for them, and they're not really remasters to those people. That's why I always laugh at the criticism I see when they're like, oh, more remasters. It's like, look, these maps never got remastered once, were last seen in 2010, so they're technically new maps for like 99% of the player base out there. But what I will say is that if lobbies were dead on Steam, then give it a shot on Plutonium, because servers are filling up pretty quickly today, and I don't think wager matches work just yet. I tried looking for some, and I don't think support for that has been added, but other than that, you'll find games on just about any other mode that you like. Yes, all DLC maps are included, so you'll be seeing some crazy nostalgic gameplay of even a couple of maps that did get remastered in Black Ops Cold War. I know we wish that a bunch of other maps from BO1 would get added to Cold War, but maybe they'll save some of them for Treyarch's next game. You know, as much as I do like the BO2 remasters that we have in Cold War, like Express or Raid or Hijack, Slums even, I'm like, look, BO1 has so many maps that not only never got remastered a single time, but obviously already fit the Cold War era perfectly, so it feels good to be able to go back and play those maps on a really nice gaming rig, as you guys are seeing here in the background gameplay. I had a ton of fun with friends, and it's honestly very addicting to play S&D or any game mode really with a full squad. Now, I shall warn you, Black Ops 1 on Plutonium is fairly new, so you're probably gonna see a few crashing issues every now and again. I only really crash when using the server browser or changing some settings, but other than that, it runs great. If you guys are like, wait a second, what about controller support? Yes, controllers do work. I haven't exactly gotten DualSense controllers to work. I was told by Rara that you have to use DS4, but when I plugged in a Series S Xbox controller, that works straight away upon plugging it in. You go to Gamepad, enable it, and then you'll be able to play however you like, unless keyboard and mouse are your thing. I think keyboard and mouse gameplay is fun. It's something to get used to, but I'm still really a controller player when it comes to Call of Duty. I might adjust or change that at some point in the future, but for now, I'm still on my controllers whenever I'm playing COD. But Black Ops 1 plays great regardless. Now, I'm also going to put something in this video's description and on screen so you can see. If you actually click your tilde button on your keyboard and you actually copy paste this exact quote, then you'll be able to unlock not only gold camo here in Black Ops 1, but it'll actually give you unlimited money so you can buy whatever you like. It just auto prestiges you to, I believe it's prestige 11 or 15, wherever the max is in BO1, I almost forgot. And upon doing that, you have unlimited cash to spend on whatever you like. So if you guys see people running around with a bunch of crazy attachments, gold weapons, or a bunch of content that you would expect would take a while to unlock via grinding to get the Black Ops COD points, then that's probably how they have it already, right? By inputting this code into their tilde. And this has been known for a while now, but I just figured I'd bring that up for those out there that hop onto Plutonium for the first time and are a bit confused. In terms of what your specs need to be to play this, I will leave the Plutonium website down below in this description to really give you guys insight on what PC you might need or what specs are required to run the game smoothly. But speaking of the Black Ops COD point system, as I brought up many times over the past couple of months, I would love to see a system like this or an in-game currency like the one we got in Black Ops 1 brought back in future CODs, right? And I get it, there's a form of gambling in there to go ahead and enter wager matches and risk losing your COD points, and then you can use those points you might earn from winning to get some attachments and camos and perks. I get the gambling aspect of it, but if no real money is involved, which is how Black Ops 1 works anyway, there is no money involved in these points, I don't really see a problem with this. And, you know, with the new confirmation, essentially, that Modern Warfare 2 is returning to Steam, I think COD on PC is about to get better than ever with this new era, which is COD 2.0. Not only just the possibility of mod tools and custom maps being something that could be included in Black Ops 2024, but I say let's revamp this little currency system as well, right? Black Ops 3 had cryptic keys, they just didn't have a way for you to trade them or kind of gamble them in wager matches, and obviously you're able to just use COD points instead. So it's cool if you can have two currencies, right? One that's COD points that you can buy, and then one that's just a currency that you can only grind through gambling in game or just grinding many hours. Now, with the rumor that we're going to be getting a marketplace of sorts in Modern Warfare 2, and we're just not sure what that means yet according to the rumors, it might be just a market where, you know, a skin you might find in game has some value, you can trade it for an in-game currency and then use that currency for something else. Could be a marketplace where you can actually trade skins with other people like CSGO. I don't know if that's a bit too close to the territory of NFTs. I mean, maybe. We're not sure how the marketplace could work, but I think you can incorporate the Black Ops 1 currency system a little bit in future CODs now and just have it be where you can only grind in-game to get that currency. You can't just spend money to get a whole bunch of it. I think they can merge all those systems together and make something really special for the future of COD. But Black Ops 1 has always been a special game to me. I mean, honestly, if I had to choose my favorite Black Ops games, this is a very big hot take here. I prefer Black Ops 1 multiplayer over Black Ops 2. I know I'm gonna sound crazy for that. I don't know if it's just nostalgia. I don't know what it is. I just love this game's multiplayer, the weapons, the feel, the maps for sure. I think the maps are what really draw me to this game more than Black Ops 2. I just think every map in this game is a banger. There isn't one bad one. Please try to name a bad map down below in the comments, but I get it. Hit registration's a bit weird. I mean, if you guys play currently active CODs like Cold War, Vanguard, Warzone, and then go back to BO1, I know it'll feel weird, right? I think the gunfights feel a bit off, some weapons don't feel balanced. It's a game from 2010, so cut it some slack, but it's always worth a shot. If you have a decent enough PC to run this, I think you should definitely give Black Ops 1 a shot on Plutonium. But I want to end this video by saying that this may end up being the closest we get to an actual Black Ops 1 remaster, and I'm still shocked that a pre-order bonus for Cold War wasn't at least the BO1 campaign remastered, considering Cold War is a direct sequel to that game. Maybe they didn't have enough time to get all that going. They didn't have another studio that could have made it for them. Something might have went wrong. I mean, there was COVID, there was them being cut short by a year to catch up for Sledgehammer, so I get that, but maybe at some point close to Black Ops 2024, in a couple of years from now, we could end up getting at least the campaigns for World at War, BO1, and BO2 Remaster. That would be great. Right now, Plutonium only offers multiplayer and zombies. I'll be talking more about zombies on Plutonium in a separate video I have planned tomorrow, but yeah, it still runs great. I mean, if you could play the Black Ops 1 campaign on Steam, it also runs amazing. You can add some mods that allow you to do co-op, and you could have God mode, no clip. If you're on PC, I mean, it's the works. You can do whatever you like while playing Black Ops 1. But I just wonder how Activision feels right now about remasters in general. I mean, there have been rumors going around that at least BO2 is gonna get remastered one day because Activision knows that would sell like hotcakes, but I feel like any plans Activision might have right now are kind of in jeopardy or just up in the air based on what happens when Microsoft takes over, if they even do in 2023. So that could throw plans off completely, and we might have to wait until the head honchos at Microsoft end up saying, all right, let's go ahead and release this remaster. Let's bring this back for COD. Let's do XYZ. We have to wait a couple of years before things really get off the ground, but I just hope we at least get some love for the OG Black Ops games, right? We've already had remasters for Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, maybe Modern Warfare 3 in the future, but we need some Treyarch games to get some more love for current gen hardware. Now that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on Black Ops 1 technically getting remastered a bit here through Plutonium? Also, what are your thoughts on the new bundles coming to Black Ops Cold War and the other information we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.